Thank you for this opportunity to chat with you. Together with a colleague, Alicia Yemen at the Harvard School of Public Health, I have been coordinating a research project called The Power of Numbers, a critical review of MDG targets and goals for human rights and human development. This is a project involving 16 scholars from different countries around the world, and together we have done 11 case studies, each one focused on specific MDG goal or target. The MDGs have become much more important than just a commitment to any one of these goals. They have become an agenda for international development and therefore a set of priorities. And the problem with that is that that was not necessarily the purpose of the MDGs themselves. Putting these targets uses numbers to communicate important objectives, but then it can actually have some perverse consequences. For example, putting every child in primary school is not the only objective, and yet it's the only objective that that's the way that the goal is defined in the Millennium Development Goals. So the target is defined. And so just as, you know, when you put a spotlight on something, it also creates a shadow. When they set these targets, and there was one target that was a global target, and then it became interpreted as a target that is applicable to every single country. But the problem is that the monitoring of the MDGs, and this is in the World Bank reports, it is the UN websites, classifies countries as opposed to whether they are on target to meeting the goal, 2015 goal. And so when I and my co-authors did a study of this problem, we found that in fact, if you look at the progress being made, the pace of progress being made, the African countries that were not on target were actually progressing faster than countries that were on target. And so this one-size-fits-all target for countries with very different starting points is extremely unfair. And what we see is an international monitoring and evaluation system that is giving very bad marks to countries that are actually making a lot of progress. Therefore, the best thing that we can do is to have smart goals as opposed to blunt goals. Countries have to set their own targets, adapt the targets according to their specific country conditions. So the international goals could actually, I think, stimulate and require countries to make their own national targets. The other thing is that I think we should not confuse these targets as communications, sort of like campaign slogans, as opposed to management targets. You know, they should not be management planning, programming targets. They should not be applied in that way because they are much too simplified, much too reductionist for that purpose.
More information about all of our work at the IPC-IG can be found at www.ipc-undp.org. Thank you for your time.